Weingart's has grown over the years. Really, as the customers' needs changed, we changed with their needs.
We've always believed that service goes beyond the sale, that it does not end when you buy a product. Our relationship is just beginning.
We carry top brands like Exmark, Toro, Honda, Cub Cadet, and more. See the full lineup at Weingarts.com.
From our family to yours, thank you for letting us serve you.
Weingarts, Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
Tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Good side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
Soccer World is your #1 source for all your soccer needs. We have the largest selection of shoes with over 300 styles to choose from, replica and authentic jerseys from all over the world, plus the latest and hottest new gear before anyone else gets it. Everything for all levels of soccer players, even coaches and referees, plus a knowledgeable staff that can help you with all your soccer needs. Soccer World for all your soccer needs, located in Rochester Hills, Brighton, and Canton, or at soccerworldonline.com.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injury. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc. All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm gonna give you one opportunity because we're friends. Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
that's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Welcome, friends and soccer watchers. Welcome in to Midwest Premier League action, the home opener for Lansing City Football Club. This is being streamed live on We Are Soccer YouTube channel. Welcome in to Farmington Hills, Michigan. My name's Robert Kerr. I'm alongside Brooks Lambier and the Point Images crew here on the scene for Livonia City FC versus Cedars FC in Midwest Premier League Great Lakes Division East. These teams both have one game in their belt. Livonia City dropping their first, Cedars with a big win, hitting the score sheet early and often last weekend against Inter Detroit. Both teams come in with an experienced squad. Not too many changes for the visitors. Cedars coming from a 6-2 win last weekend in their opening Midwest Premier League match. Livonia City, one match in Midwest Premier League played, and they fell to the semi-pro side of the Michigan Stars. My name is Robert Kerr alongside Brooks Lambier. Very excited to kick off summer soccer with you guys. A beautiful evening in Metro Detroit. What is it, in the mid-70s? The sun is setting behind the massive grandstand that was once Harrison High School. My broadcast partner for the evening, Brooks Lambier. How are you feeling, sir? And what are your thoughts going into this early season Midwest Premier League matchup between Livonia City FC and Cedars FC?
Well, hello, Mr. Robert Kerr. Just to say hi to you, and it's nice to call a game with you. Usually I'm in the stands for these ones doing my collegiate scouting for the summer, but it is honestly, it is going to be a fun one tonight. This should be a very interesting one. We have the Midwest Premier League, which is a tad different from the USL 2. You're going to have a lot of mixture of players here. You'll have some Division 1 college players, probably more of the bottom end roster guys looking for a lot of playing time. Maybe young freshmen or sophomores looking to have a good summer season going into the fall. And then you may have some guys, some NAIA starters playing for a few of these teams, mixed with some D2 and D3 players. And then also, as we know, we may have a few guys that have graduated from college and are still kicking the ball around and enjoying the summertime soccer. So this should be a good one between both squads. Livonia City, one of the more well-known teams here in the greater Detroit area, with the owner Ben Rohde running the show for this club. But the Cedar Star team from Dearborn, Michigan will be out to play. I'm sure they'll play a nice style of soccer, coached by Sam Pirani, the former DCFC USLW women's head coach. I'm sure Sam will have that prepared, and this should be a fantastic match tonight here at the Hawk, formerly Harrison High School Stadium.
Yes, Livonia City FC, they've made a move about 9 miles away from their Livonia headquarters of previous seasons over to Farmington Hills. Their first match here in Farmington being led by head coach Mario Tattaglia. First game as head coach for a lot of debuts going on for Livonia FC. They've got some experienced players, but a new man at the helm. Starting for the home team, Livonia City, in net, they got goalkeeper Zach Shook. And then we got center back Matt Versteeg, Jacob Tremonti, and then Rafferty and Nolan Chaput in the back of the line for the Wheats. And in the midfield, Danny Watkins, Evan Morrison, Jacob Schleicher, Jordan Witt, Mateus Marat, and up front, Keegan O'Callahan. As the game changers on the bench for Livonia City, Quinn Tews, the backup goalkeeper, and then Tyler Green, David Turner, Mitch Jones, Niall Ellis, Jorge Ellis, and Marcelo Roca. And there is the Wheaties fanatic blowing the horn, celebrating in his new surroundings. He's got his banner.
Mr. Danny Garrett, big fan of our We Are Soccer Sunday Night Recap show. Loves to comment on a lot of stuff there, man.
Yeah, I ran into him in the concourse before the game, and he was very complimentary. It was very nice to hear.
He was excited to say hi to some of the players down in the field, because I've coached some of these players and known them throughout the years of scouting. That Mr. Danny Garrett came up to me and introduced himself, and it was great to put a face to a name there, that's for sure.
The visitors in white, led by head coach Sam Perrine. In goal, you got Kalen Matas Castillo. Then we got in the back Rolando Benitez, Ahmed Salman, Nafali Ndalu, Abed Sweedan. And in the middle of the park, we got Haroon Odeth, Andrew Schwartz, Mo Jamal Issa, Yusuf Al-Saghir, Mabruk Salah, and Hassan Daoud. On the bench for the visitors, goalkeeper Yanni Kanalopoulos. Hopefully I got that right one, Brooks. And then a name that might be familiar, number 9, Asuni Saad, who had a spectacular goal off the in the later periods to make that a rout last weekend against Inter Detroit. So keep an eye out for him later in the game. Number 7, Ahmad Hamad, Masar Diaw, Tarek Manad, Joseph Slasky, and Eli Bride rounding up the Cedars FC squad. So a mix of younger faces as well as some legacy players are on display for us today. Be interesting if how these styles compare. I know that they probably have different approaches coming from head coach Mario Tattaglia, who spends much of his year coaching the Garden City girls in the springtime, and then the Walled Lake Northern Knights in the fall. Looking like we got some sort of a conference going on with the officials. The kickoff was scheduled for 8 o'clock, so it looks like we're just about to get underway here. The Hawk.
Yes,
Metro Detroit.
Yes, I like it. I'm interested to see what some of these guys. So you have Jacob Schleiger, Lawrence Tech midfielder. He should be a senior going into his last year this year at Lawrence Tech. He's going to be a very possessive midfielder. He's going to look to kind of switch the point of attack. He'll be someone you can definitely play through. Matt Rafferty, like I've talked to his coach Mark Zathie at Madonna University. He is going to get up and down the field. He's got pace. He can play on both sides, on the right and left side, so he is very effective. You can move him around, so it should be very interesting. And then to see Mr. Suni Saad, a former Michigan Wolves player, played at the University of Michigan with Justin Meram back in the days when Coach Steve Burns was running the program, where they made it to a College Cup. And Suni obviously leaving early to head into the MLS, playing for SKC. Mr. Saad has been known for scoring a lot of big goals and from distance, so it will be interesting to see how Coach Tartaglia has prepared his team, Tartaglia prepared his team to how to deal with Suni Saad when he comes off the bench, because he will be a threat anywhere he is on the field, and he will look to shoot wherever he can. So
when I spoke to club representatives through the week, they said that they have been playing a 4-5-1, but have been mixing in, trying to maybe move to a 4-3-3 over the last week or so in training. They've played 2 matches so far, have Livonia City. They played the Stars Midwest Premier League team, and that didn't go favorably for the home team. And then they had a exhibition match, the I-96 Derby, I believe I was told it was called.
Lansing Common, right?
Against Lansing Common. That was a big day out. But an exhibition match, so 0-1 league play for Livonia City, the home team. Cedars 1-0 with a big result. Both of these teams have a lot of experience in other leagues. Livonia City have won trophies, and historically I know of them, and I first came to know about Livonia City about their adventures in the Open Cup and various national tournaments, and they've had quite a lot of experience. They have narrowed down their focus on teams this year, but over the last few years have had teams in many divisions, many age groups and abilities, through the MUSL, the MPSL, and others. And the Cedars, they participate in a number of different leagues themselves. I know I've been at some games of some UPSL games, and they may have been some other divisions as well. I know they have some pretty active participation. They are owned by the good Dr. Ned Fawaz down there in Dearborn. I got a chance to meet on a couple occasions Mohammed Salman, the club director. If you're just tuning in, we're just a few moments away from kickoff and Midwest Premier League action. The home team in the dark kits, Livonia City FC, as their supporters say, up the Wheats. And that kind of draws from the logo for Livonia City, drawn on the themes of the Livonia flag, agricultural history in Livonia. Once proud open lands, obviously a little bit more suburban these days.
Yes, it
but
is.
If you are familiar with the Livonia City badge, it's got a nice little thing of wheat on there.
It does. It does. Yes, and just kind of going back to your success of this soccer club, Livonia City, with Mr. Craig Beebe, that kind of started it. For many, many years, he ran the club, and he passed it to Ben Rohde. Craig, a guy that, I know he spends a lot of time, works as a guy at Costco, a manager. He's been shifted around. Been shifted around a little bit to different Costcos around the state of Michigan. But he was a very passionate owner. Big on getting into the U.S. Open Cup, which I think they may have done once or twice. They obviously through qualifiers, as you have to as an amateur team. So, but yes, this club has some rich history. It has probably had some of the more attractive and creative uniforms, I would definitely say, amongst all the teams in the MWPL and lower leagues outside of USL2. We'll say that USL2 will call it the top amateur bracket next to not bracket but league next to NPSL, which Carpathia Kickers were partaking in until this year. But this is great to see that all our local soccer community clubs can travel around the greater Detroit area and also to other parts of the state of Michigan to compete against each other and give college players, Division 1, 2, 3 of NCAA and NAIA, and JUCO players the opportunity to play good soccer competition throughout the summer here in the state of Michigan.
I've had the good fortune of being able to go and be present, kind of be a fly on the wall and chip into my 2 cents here and there at the Midwest Premier League general meetings for a couple years. And when you see all the teams and the representatives there at the same time, you really get it really dawns on you what the Midwest Premier League is all about. It really gives independent clubs a chance to almost like be an incubator unto themselves. They're allowed to be creative. They get some good base guidelines to raise the level of how the amateur teams operate, and the level of standards are raise it for the amateur wise, but they're not burdensome, and the cost of entry isn't burdensome either. And so it kind of is the best of both worlds. It's a club-led league, so they kind of can set rules that are realistic for these clubs. There's been other amateur leagues that kind of just collect the entry fee and have moved on and not necessarily shaped their rules and guidelines based on the needs of the clubs themselves. So in the first few years post-COVID, it's been a breath of fresh air, a lot of interest of clubs at this level to join. And the idea was started by just a few in a lot near DeKalb and Chicago and that area of the country, and kind of with the time that COVID allotted, it gave the opportunity for the idea to kind of like have a little bit of a groundswell, because a lot of the time each team, they're working toward the next season. They're kind of in the rat race, and like all of us, we all got a little bit more time to really process and evaluate things and look ahead and plan a little bit more apparently we are in a delay due to the athletic trainer being tardy.
Interesting. One thing to know, well, to our viewers that are watching right now, that Mr. Robert Kerr, over here to my right, did interview the commissioner of the MWPL in a fantastic interview that we had and is posted on our We Are Soccer YouTube page. So if you do want to learn more about the league and their ambitions and the standards that they hold, give that a watch. It was very intriguing. The gentleman, the commissioner, is based out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and that's a good point. The leadership of the league is voted on by its members, and while it's volunteer-based, there's a huge swath of knowledge. So the gentleman, the commissioner, he's been in youth soccer and club soccer for multiple decades, and for one of the standard bearers of amateur soccer in Bavarians out of Milwaukee.
Yep.
And so he's a great leader, and there's a lot of experience there. And then there's also a lot of young, fresh blood with a lot of creative ideas at the same time. So it's a good mix of storied, ethnic-based clubs, some stalwarts of the amateur game, but also entrepreneurs. Like Troy United is a great story across town from here. They're literally some college new grads, teachers at suburban, or in Troy. And they, wanted to try their hand and have been very creative so far. Livonia City, you already kind of noted on their history as kind of being really into the tournament scene, and then kind of evolving now, being a member of the Midwest Premier League. They have some titles, Livonia do, in some other leagues, but last year, 2023, was Livonia's highest finish in their new home in the Midwest Premier League. So 10 teams in the Great Lakes Division East, so some quality teams and some ambitious teams, all within a very close proximity to each other. And it's very intentional, because the West Division has 6 that are clustered more on the west side of the state. Lansing maybe has to do a little bit more driving than some other clubs, but in the grand scheme of things, compared to how amateur soccer was at this level, you'd have people driving 3 states away.
Yes. The one thing, just kind of note with USL too and how long it's been around, that was kind of one of the big things why USL's expanded so much. We have the beauty of having our own Great Lakes division with 7 Michigan USL 2 teams, and then 1 team in just on the other side of the Michigan-Indiana border. But this is the beauty of the MWPL, the Midwest Premier League. It is regional based. Teams do not travel very far, so it is very cost effective, which is very important for these summer amateur teams, especially if they want to grow, and to make sure that they do not lose more money than they put into this. Obviously, the goal is always to break net even, but that doesn't always happen from time to time. But that's why you obviously go after a lot of sponsors for your jersey, for sponsors that are around the sides of the field, and everything else, that comes with, preparing for the, 8 to 10 week summer amateur season. So, but the MWPL is a wonderful league. Like you stated, there are teams around the Chicago area, inside the city, then stretches out to Wisconsin. I believe there are a few teams in St. Louis, some in Indiana, and I believe Ohio is starting to get into the action as well. Over the years, we've had a few teams drop that were on the west side of the state. And what's the beauty of our state in Michigan is that there are so many teams that we have to split it into two divisions that we have here in the East and West. So hopefully, I'm sure the league is looking to get those teams back to fill up the west side of the state, so we can go back to having even numbers for both sides. But this is the beauty of summer soccer and the growth of lower amateur adult soccer in this country, which is honestly the backbone of soccer in America. Everyone thinks it's the pro game and the youth game, but the amateur game is a very key, important part for the collegiate players, for youth players up and coming that maybe are not in MLS academies, that you need some better competition to play against. And the MWPL, UPSL, USL2 offer that to some higher end caliber players to play against players that are faster and more physical than them in the youth game, which is great.
For those just tuning in, we are live at the Hawk in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We are awaiting the arrival of an athletic trainer that is required to be at all of these matches. So we are in a bit of a holding pattern. We are at the home opener for Livonia City FC hosting Cedars FC. There are a few more games going on in Midwest Premier League East Division. And they'll all have kicked off by now across town at Madonna University. The Yipsy Yetis, the Michigan Jaguars, and the aforementioned Troy United FC at the Futsal Factory out at Dexter High School, and then Liquid Football up in the northern reaches of the region. Liquid Football at Michigan Stars U23 side. So we will be the late starter of the bunch. We thought we might get a delay from thunderstorms. There was a little bit of a forecast, maybe a few percentage points saying we were going to get a thunderstorm. No signs of that just yet, but also, delaying the game, no signs of the athletic trainer just yet. So we're in a little bit of a pattern of wait and see. I'm not sure, to our left behind the scoreboard, a little bit of a daunting cloud. I don't see any lightning in there, but definitely looks like it could hold some rain. What direction is that to our left? I'm not sure. That might be northeast, but I'm not sure. But if you're just joining us, we are live on We Are Soccer at the home opener for Livonia City FC, and feel like we should mention at this point some sponsors to make this match happen. And proud sponsor of Livonia City FC, HealthQuest Physical Therapy. HealthQuest Physical Therapy is the official physical therapist of Livonia City FC and the Livonia Athletic District, one of my favorite places to play some ball. They got a variety of different playing areas at Livonia Athletic District, just tucked off the side of I-96 there. And I'd also like to recognize Weingart's Lawn and Snow. The team isn't wearing green,
no.
But for those with a green thumb, Weingart's Lawn and Snow.
And then some of our sponsors for We Are Soccer. We have, as you saw in the opening preview, a next level training with Aaron Bird, Scotty, Renato, Dylan, and a few other guys that are some great trainers there at Next Level Training, based in the greater Detroit area, based out of Novi, Bloomfield Hills, Oxford, and there's one other location, I believe, in Sterling Heights, Michigan. So Aaron Bird doing a great job training players like Kellen Acosta, Robbie Mertz, Russell Cicerone, just recently retired former MSU center back Zach Carroll, who is actually going to play with Lansing City this summer. He is back in the state of Michigan, living up in the Lansing area. Another one of our sponsors is the football doctor, Mr. Dr. Zach Atwood, a wonderful physical therapist that specializes in lower body injuries. If you do not know about Dr. Zach Atwood, please check him out on the social media channels, Facebook, Instagram. I think it's Facebook, Instagram. I don't know if he has Twitter, but he does have a website, the Football Doc, as they call him. There may be a bunch of different football docs out there, so so Dr. Zach Atwood, the Football Doc, if you're going to Google search him. And then a few of our other sponsors, Soccer World. Soccer World, a fantastic soccer clothing, apparel, soccer accessory store here in the greater Detroit area. One based in Canton, Brighton, and Rochester Hills, Michigan. If you need anything from any kind of soccer gear, they do have an online website as well. So those are a few of our sponsors, and it looks like we're going to get going here soon.
Looks like our match referees are gathering the troops up once more. We've lined up once to get the teams on the field, and they looked around. The athletic trainer wasn't there, but here we go. Match ball in hand. Match officials look to be satisfied with the support staff on hand, and they're leading Livonia City FC in the dark blue and the orange details. Are hosting Cedars FC in the all whites with the red details and numbers. A good color combo on store tonight. The home opener, Midwest Premier League action here, the new home of Livonia City FC. The Hawk here in Farmington Hills, just a stone's throw from the border of the city of Livonia.
Yes, not very far. The Hawk. Sounds deadly.
It's been a little bit since we went through the starters, so real quick. For Livonia, goalkeeper is Zach Shook. Then in the back line, they got Versteeg, Tremonti, Chappett, and Rafferty. In the middle of the park, Morrison, Schleicher, Murat, Watkins, and Witt. And up top, Keegan O'Callahan. For the visitors in white, we got Kalen Matas Castillo, Ahmad Saman, Nafalo Diallo, Abed Sweden, Yusuf Al-Sagir, Rolando Benitez, Andrew Schwartz, Mo Jamal Issa, Hassan Daoud, Mabruk Salah, and Haroun Odeh. And you were just looking at that team hosting their first Midwest Premier League at the Hawk here in Farmington Hills. As Livonia City FC, they're going to be going from right to left on your screen. Still huddling up to our left, now breaking the team huddle, Cedars FC. They came out the gates hot and were relentless against Inter Detroit last week. Inter Detroit, one of the top finishers in the Midwest Premier League over the last few seasons, were felled 6-2 by this team. Not many changes from that squad here tonight, and we are underway. Home opener for Livonia City FC. The clock has started.
Yes, that it has, my friend. That it has.
Teams had opposite results in their opening matches. What will match 2 bring for these two Metro Detroit squads? The visitors from Dearborn and the home team. And all dark comes up the right-hand side. It's cut out. I'm sure the teams are excited to get ready after that. What did that turn out to be? A 23-minute delay. My name's Robert Kerr alongside Brooks Lambier. Happy to be broadcasting on We Are Soccer YouTube channel.
Yes, very, very happy. Me doing my scouting thing here is I got my notebook open here, as you can see, Robert, and jotting down numbers and to see what formation they're in. The more detail you can jot down, the easier it is to call the game, my buddy.
And a little bit of early pressure. The Cedars center back looked a little panicked, and there's a turnover. Coming to the left side. Aggressive early. Can he get a good ball in? And number 12 on the left-hand side looked like Evan Morrison had the opportunity to square it. He did so, but just a little bit too close to the mitts of Kalen Matas Castillo. There we go, I'll get it. Here goes Cedars, looking to attack down the left-hand side as the sun sets here in suburban Detroit. Beautiful evening to play some ball.
Good passing receiver there from Haroun Odeh. Just turning and trying to play quickly, trying to speed the game up a little bit. That's super important if they want to swing the ball east to west and stretch out this Livonia City back line.
Here come the Cedars trying to penetrate the LCFC box, and they do so. Flag stays down. That centering ball, very dangerous. Cleared away by the Livonia back line, but Cedars looking dangerous on their first attack.
They want to play, Robert.
And here they come quickly from the first corner of the match. There's 2 balls on the field. No whistle yet. Driving towards the baseline. And eventually number 8 in white has it poked away from Sweden.
Yes, they better stay alive here at Livonia City, because it's going to be quick and there's going to be some sneaky plays here from Cedars.
Looking like they're going to take it long this time, near post. There was one missed header there, but eventually poked out there, chipped back in, but nobody was in motion on that left-hand side to get it on that lofted ball. But there's a turnover, and Livonia City are going to have to be careful of that. Cedars look to be quick on the front step in the early goings here.
Can't give the ball away cheaply. Can't give it away cheaply in the back. You got to make sure you maintain possession. Looks like they're pressing here from Cedars.
Looked like a line-breaking pass there. Was dispossessed, and then the first foul of the match. It goes against the visitors. Looked like that was against number 10, Al Sagir, drawing the first whistle. And down this left-hand side, here comes Nolan Chappett.
It's a careless ball. You can't do that. That's going to be picked off earlier. Square balls like that are not good to play.
Coming down the right-hand side, though, they get away with it for now. Midfield kind of get bypassed. Right-footed, teasing ball. It was a good one, but no one quite making that run. I don't know if it was maybe a little too early there, but it was just out of the reach of the goaltender, but it would have taken a bit of a superhero run to the back post to get on the end of that one.
Yeah, if you're going to notice here, like I said earlier, Jacob Schlager, number 6 in the midfield for Livonia City, the holding center mid right here. He's going to want to change the pace of the game here. Make sure he stays on number 10 here to make sure he can press the ball, turn him backwards.
The square ball gets away from that pressure. Up down the right-hand side to Mo Jamal Issa. He's dispossessed, though. Quality tackle in the middle of the park by Morrison. Gives it to a teammate. Finds the release. Is that Rafferty on that side? Up the near side, taken down, no whistle. That's 19. Mateus Marot giving chase.
Former Siena Heights.
Winning a throw-in for the home team. Wheaties Fanatic doing his thing on the far side. Shouts to him. Oh, nice header there. It gives Marat something to chase. Put the defender under some pressure here. He might win the ball back, and he does. But Cedars do really well to keep it on that touchline. But another turnover. Neither team stringing too many passes together here.
Yeah, Rafferty needs great width there. I mean, Schlager didn't have much of an option but to play that ball. Matt Rafferty's got to get up so he can whip in crosses.
Here's a one-on-one. The tackle is missed. Player taken down. Referee's hands going in the pocket. And it is a yellow, and that is a sigh of relief from the Livonia City defender. You don't know how the referee's going to interpret that. That might have been on a last man standing sort of situation. Number 18 for the home side.
It was a little early of a card, to be honest with you. I know that was a first tackle by in the back line there for Steeg, but I don't know about that one. Oh, quick free kick here.
All right. To check on who our 18 is. Oh, it's Tremonti.
Yes, Tremonti, yes.
But yeah, he definitely saved an opportunity on his goal. You're saying it was early, he was too early to make that kind of a challenge, you're saying?
I don't know if they'll make the challenge, but just for me, it's for his first challenge of the game. I know he was out in a break, but I mean, at least give him a warning for that, and then if he does it again, then you can show him the yellow,
Oh, so you're saying that he shouldn't have got any card?
Yeah, I'm a little.
Well, I was thinking it was a direct on-goal scoring opportunity.
That could be too, so, yeah.
But that would have been a shame to lose a player this early. But I mean, There was a turnover at the back for Livonia City. The Cedars player was, 2-3 steps ahead and was slid tackled and didn't really get near the ball. So I guess that's a yellow card. I think that was probably deserved, but obviously if he's a physical player, he'll have to watch his behavior for a long period of time in this match.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of turnovers, so there's a chance for a lot of one-on-one, dramatic situations if the play continues to flow like this.
Agreed. It's early on in the summer as well. These guys are still trying to get to know each other. They haven't trained a whole lot, so it's going to take a little while for guys to get in sync. Good job here from Morrison to bring that down, play it out to Rafferty. Livonia City swinging the ball back around. It's got to be quicker, though. It's got to be quicker. You got to get your body shape better so you can play that a little more quicker.
All right.
Good job from Schlager here. Chaplet needs to get higher. He's got a whole lot of room to go up and down that side. He's got to take some risks. He's got to put Cedars under pressure and force players backwards.
Tremonti, the player, just had that dramatic tackle / yellow card offense. He played it back to goalkeeper Zach Shook and trying to slide it to the right, looking for a long through ball. It almost connects, but just a little bit beyond the number 16 on the far side, Jordan Witt. I'm told he's the fastest guy in the team, so I guess if you're going to aim for somebody, it is Jordan Witt, number 16 in blue.
In behind works well, but if it's direct runs that are easy to read, it doesn't work so well sometimes, especially if guys back off you a bit. So you got to be more creative with your runs. Running off back shoulders, hiding behind guys. Good ball from Chaplet. From under pressure. Now they got to pick up the second ball that we can't ball watch.
There might be, you keep a note of O'Day. He's headed the ball back in the central positions a couple times.
Yeah.
And when the pressure gets a little tighter and maybe some players are pushing later, there might be something to keep in mind. Meanwhile, Cedars come down the other end. And after carrying the ball for quite some distance, the Cedars number 16, Mabruk Salah, is bundled to the ground for another Cedars free kick in the attacking half, maybe nearing the attacking third. It would have to be a hero ball to go on net from this distance, but they scored 6 last weekend, so I'm not going to count them out.
Well, I see why. Salah's a very creative runner off the ball, and he's got some pace, and he does a really good job, and the guys seem to have a very good relationship with everyone going forward. So you can see why they're very dangerous going in behind and when they combine in the final third.
I'm not sure how big number 34's shin pads are, Daoud, but they're not very big if he's wearing any. He was there, but here comes the free kick. He's gonna go up. Doesn't get there, scrambled in the box, and eventually it's knocked away by Mateus Marat. Not completely cleared, though, as Cedars stay on the ball. Here's O'Day. Big man finds his teammate. He tries to combine down the right-hand side.
Chaplet's got to do better.
Stays with the Cedars in the attacking box. Livonia have numbers back. That's going to get cut out, too. So more pressure coming Livonia's way. Swing it into the box. That goes over Daoud's head. And eventually cleared. And here's potential counterattack here. One-on-one, and oh wow. What a tackle that was. One-on-one.
Job by Diallo.
I got Diallo. Wow. He really caught back up. It looked like Jordan Witt was going to get on the end of that clearance, but did well to get his hips in front and stop that dead.
Diallo's got a good frame. He's got, maybe he's not, as fit as some of the other boys, but he's catching up and he's using his body well to get guys off the ball and put his body between the ball and the player. So that was very good defending.
Yeah, when I referenced earlier the headers going back in a central area, I called out O'Day, but I think I was referring to Diallo there. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but Cedars combining well. Switching the ball, that's pretty. He's got some space on the far side. There's a 2-on-1 ahead of him if he can pick the pass. He does. Livonia in trouble here. Long shot attempt is blocked out, and that's harmless for Zach Shook to pick on up. And they did well, though, to get a mismatch on that side. Not sure if the long shot really capitalized on that numbers advantage they had there, but Cedars definitely dangerous when they push forward.
Yes, they are. This is good just to slow it down a little bit from Livonia City. The game's been up and down. You kind of want to set the tempo now, which is super important because Cedars have been coming at you pretty hard. So it's a good movement from Schlager there. And see what he can do here to see if we can keep moving the ball and swinging it. They got to keep moving this team, because if they don't, and they get them to move from east to west, you got to find them the gaps to play quickly and through to a midfielder.
Yeah, they got to get that springy energy out of their legs, because they're jumping on the balls, cutting a lot of passes out in the first 14, 15 minutes of this match. And you're saying you want to string them out, have them chasing that ball, get that energy out of their legs, test their fitness. Can they chase Livonia down if Livonia is able to hold on to the ball? I mean, some of these early chances have come from turnover. So, yeah, I mean, basics. Take care of the ball, move the opponent around. Maybe they can weather this early storm, but Livonia maybe a little bit lucky to be at level pegging here with the turnovers, and the referee gets in the way of that forward pass from Cedars. So
it's hard to break down a team that sits, you know, not necessarily sits in a low block, but, you know, is very well structured. And again, you have to move the ball. You have to keep moving it and try to play through the middle.
Number 21, Issa, was forgotten about there, but not taking advantage of. Here comes Livonia, 3-on-2 to the near side. Couple step overs, and he's knocked to the floor. Referee says no. That's surprising. The initial contact didn't look like it, but there was an extended arm, it looked like, from the Cedars defender, which sent the winger, Mateus Marat, to the floor. What do you think on that one, Brooks?
Marat's got to be a lot stronger there. That's a little too simple. You ran into someone, you know, you collided, physics happen. You know, you got to be stronger than that.
He did one or two step overs, one right-footed step in, and tried to go around him. I thought I saw an extended arm, but you're right. There was just kind of a body bounce there.
Yeah.
But both teams have shown the ability to break quickly after turnovers.
Yeah.
Each team has done just enough to hang on to the goose eggs on the scoreboard. Livonia City defender Jacob Tremonti getting an early yellow card after a Cedars attacker was in the clear. And then just now a 3-on-2 with a little bit of a moment in the box, but no fouls called. So we remain at 0-0. This is another chance at the top of the box.
Job for Morrison, good press in there.
And looks like there's an injured defender, Ahmad Salman, trying to make that recovery tackle. Both teams susceptible to a turnover in their own half, it seems, so far.
Yes. Salah doing a wonderful job, though, there at the, you know, just trying to find the game. Very technical, comfortable on the ball in tight spaces, looking to turn and play forward. You know, always moving and always active. That's a sign of a good midfielder right there.
Salman, a little bit shaken up, kind of a ginger ankle, but now that the ball's in, he looks like he's limping a little bit. He hopefully is okay to continue.
Do a very good job, the Cedars FC team do, swinging the ball and just trying to play football. It's a good style of soccer.
The bright lights are on at the Hawk in Farmington Hills for the home opener between Livonia City FC and Cedars FC in Midwest Premier League action. This is the Great Lakes Division East. Second game for both of these teams. The visitors in white and red, being led by head coach Sam Perine. The hosts in dark blue and orange, Livonia City, led by Mario Tartaglia, his first game as the head coach.
Nice little nifty pass there from Salah. And look at him go. Look at him trying to make an off-the-ball run here. Let's see what he does.
Tries to get around Rafferty, but Rafferty does just enough.
Ball by Morrison. Let's see what Watkins can do there. He'll keep possession. Chatput needs to go forward here. He needs to get around him there. Give him an option. He's got nothing else going forward, and they have to swing it back.
They do, though, find space on the right-hand side. What can be done here? That has to be a really good pass. And it almost is, but Diallo does well to screen off the runner and allow goalkeeper Kalen Matas Castillo to pick it up.
Matas Castillo.
You got it.
Yes.
And got some space in the middle of the park here to Cedars. An opportunity to pick up his head.
Good patience.
Missed the pass after the compliments paid to number 16 in white. Mabruk Salah. He lost it. And
offsides.
That opportunity almost spilled its way into the box for Cedars, but the flag comes up for offside. Seems like so far Daoud, he tries to be kind of sneaky getting in the back line there.
Oh, the front guys are really good. Between Daoud and Mabruk Salah, I mean, they have a lot of off-the-ball movement. This is a very good squad, and when you can move without the ball and move players without the ball, it creates open space in behind or right between that midfield and back line.
The visiting team coming just a little ways up the road from Dearborn, back to the Metro Detroit suburb of Farmington Hills, which you can see on the field there.
Great food in Dearborn. A lot of food, a lot of diversity. Great stuff.
And that's a big swing pass, and it's cut out well there by 15 in white, the Cedars defender.
It's too direct from Livonia City. They need to switch it up a little bit. They do the well, moving the ball in, but they need to get the midfielders forward and combine and play a little more in the final third.
This looks like it might be offside. No flag yet. Play continues. And it looked like, did the referee call that from the middle of the park? Or is he calling a foul behind the play?
Good question. Nope, out of bounds.
Livonia.
Good stuff from Schlager. Morrison's got to go. He's got him. He's got to go. There we go.
Marat brings it in. He's got a defender one-on-one. He's got one teammate inside, and he is dispossessed. What a strong tackle there. And to be fair, Cedars got numbers behind the ball well. That was about a 2-on-4 once they started getting towards the box. Number 14, big man in white.
Salman.
Yeah, Salman, Ahmad Salman, who scored in the game against Inter last week.
Job from Schlager.
Did really well to
come on, Watkins, pick up the
not
ball.
let Marat around him on that last opportunity, but Livonia on the ball again. Do well to maintain possession. Here's Tremonti.
Runners on the back post. Everyone just standing. He's got no options besides playing it centrally.
And that's a tough pass to bring in, but Livonia do enough to win their first corner of the match.
You want results, man? You got to take risks. We need more risk-taking going forward from Livonia City FC here.
Shout out to the ball kids out here.
Yes.
Giovanni and Jordan doing their part to chase down the loose balls at tonight's match. So thank you to Jordan and Giovanni for their efforts for the local soccer club. His right-footed corner goes above and beyond the goalkeeper, Mies Castillo, after the defensive header. And
it's a good punch, though. It's a good punch to come off the line. You got to take care of it in some way, control and command your box. Good stuff from the goalkeeper.
Livonia is chipping away, getting deeper and deeper into Cedars territory. A funny throw in there. Are they going to get a foul throw? That's a first of the season
here.
Here.
So disappointing when players do that. you come on. You're how old, and you should not be doing foul throws at this age.
It's whenever you try to just break the norm. He just tried to pass it real close, and he either didn't go behind his head or he threw it into the ground.
It's a missed opportunity. It's almost throwing that deep is like a set piece. Especially if you have someone that has a long throw.
you know, almost guaranteed possession that deep into the attacking third is something that doesn't come around every day, but we move on.
Ball from Dawood, good defending there. Good defending there from
Tremonti. And
yeah.
Here comes Marat down the left-hand side. He's got a runner inside. He's dispossessed, and it's deflected out for a defensive throw from Cedars, and it looked like he had a runner, number 7, for the attacking team. Had some nice movement there.
Yeah, Marote needs to combine more. He's trying to do too much on his own. If if they're going to get more out of him and opportunities in the final third, he's got to be selfish at times, but he's got to start combining a bit more.
I think we might have had a substitution there, as number 7 that I referenced that was making that attacking run is Marcelo Roca. He's on the pitch now.
Let's see who Roca went in for here.
He almost blocked that off, and there's some pressure here, and number 13 for the Cedars got away with one there. Looked like he had 2 players bearing down on him, and he somehow sliced it away from the pair of them.
So it looks like Roca went in for Jordan Witt. Looks like he came off with an injury possibly.
Here comes Cedars to the right-hand side, looking to get into the box. Low cross, Tremonti gets a foot on it. It's still in front of the goal, poked away. Dangerous stuff, Cedars getting into the 6-yard box, and that was just sitting there for a moment. Anyone could have gotten there. Tremonti did well to stop with his studs, and here's another opportunity. Kick save from Shook. Sliding tackle.
It's a good
Livonia
save by
City living on the edge.
It's a good save from Shook. That's a poor ball from Rafferty. He had Watkins wide open. He tried to go one player higher, and he turned the ball over in the counterattack.
And there's a Cedars player staying down. Tremonti with another great tackle. He's living on the edge. He got an early yellow, and the Cedars player stayed down long enough that the referee is forced to blow the whistle, and we have the athletic trainer out on the field.
It's a good save by Jeff Shook there. Or sorry, Zach Shook, Jeff being his father. A good save by Zach Shook there. Always very good with his feet, the kick saves, and good job to hold his line there in good reaction.
Getting some good looks of the injured player thanks to our friends at Point Images we're working alongside, and I see Vintage Soccer Detroit on the screens. Shout out to them, one of the sponsors of the program, and thank you to the sponsors, Livonia City's proud sponsors, Health Quest Physical Therapy, the Livonia Athletic District, Weingart's Lawn and Snow, and the injured player for the Cedars is back on his feet, but I'm just catching my breath now after, what, 2 or 3 dynamite chances for the visitors.
Yes, Cedars FC have had the better chances in this first half. Livonia City have gotten in behind, but they need to do a little more combining in that final third, or they need to beat their players 1v1 and get some runners in the box, because if they're only putting 2 guys in the box and 4 or 5 are sitting back, they are not going to score a whole lot of goals.
Between the heroics of Jacob Tremonti and goalkeeper Zach Shook, this goal, or this game rather, is scoreless, but Cedars with 2 or 3 big-time chances here in the first half.
Shot by Schlager.
That's not a foul, and Tremonti rifles one.
It's a waste.
Yeah, I'm not
sure.
It's a waste
there. It's a waste. I mean, you're just playing a ball into nowhere.
Yeah, Marcelo Roca kind of gave a little bit of a look at midfield.
It's a difficult ball.
What was he supposed to do with that?
That's a difficult ball to play. It's in the air. It's really essentially whipped at you from 20 yards away. Yeah, I mean, that would have been gut height, to be honest with you. And I kicked our chair by accident.
Made everybody jump.
I
and
did.
Here's Zach Shook. He's called to some action there, scrambling to get to the top of his box. The veteran has been with the club for, I think this is his 7th year since he's been around this program, so part of the lore around here. He's one of the younger faces and now one of the senior faces.
Yes.
Long-time Madonna goalkeeper.
Oh.
And this is trouble, and Tremonti has to deal with it, and it's behind him. And here comes a shot, left footed, and that's a goal.
Good goal by Salah.
Salah capitalizes on the muffed clearance, and the visitors, Cedars FC, jump out to a 1-0 lead.
Poor ball from Versteeg there, right into pressure. You know, don't play that centrally, play it wide or play it back to your goalkeeper at that point. Maintain possession of the ball. Cedars FC have had a lot of great opportunities to score, and you give them a freebie, you're going to get paid, or you're going to get some payback after you give them the ball, and it happened there. So Livonia City FC need to regroup here. They've got 17 plus stoppage left in the first half, so let's see what they can do and how they react to this.
So Salah in roughly, what is that? I don't know my maths very well. Roughly the 32nd minute of the match.
Let's see here. I'll let you know.
Or is that more the 28th? And this is an opportunity for a second, but it goes to naught. So number 16.
29th.
What's that?
29th minute about.
29th minute.
Yeah.
For Cedars FC.
Clearance from Rafferty.
Mabruk Salah, first goal of the game.
That's good. Now they have possession. Now they need to keep it here. Switch the ball. Rafferty's open. There we go. Drive forward. Nope.
Then shins off of the legs of the right back, but it stays with Livonia. There's some space on the right-hand side. Diallo giving chase, and he has some great closing speed to take care of what looked like a dangerous situation.
Can
he make the pass, though? And he doesn't. Marat able to cut that out. The longer Diallo stayed on the ball, the more the defenders were converging on him. Can Livonia answer back? They're down 1-0 in their home opening match. They don't want to fall to 2-0 on the Midwest Premier League season.
0-2.
What did I say?
2-0.
Oh.
I think 2-0 would be very positive.
Yeah, you don't want to. I don't think you fall to 2-0. You got to climb and achieve that. Thank you for that correction.
Oh, you're welcome.
They don't want to fall to 0-2. You don't even want to put it in your thought. That's
correct.
Why I said it that way.
Yes. Morrison looking a little better, getting into pockets here in the half space and trying to lay off and play and spin off.
All the way back to the veteran Zach Shook, who was beaten just moments ago by Cedars FC, Mabruk Salah, after the turnover in the back line in front of him.
Yeah, Tremonti and Versteeg need to make sure they can hold on to the ball, not turn it over in their own final third, on their own third.
And just like that, well, they turned it over at the midfield mark there, and the throw-in could lead to an attack. You need some strong defense there, and they got it. Can they develop a ball, and that a ball to the
It's too direct.
Has not been good.
It's too direct. I mean, you have 3 players dropping and trying to send one guy in behind, and no one else is pushing forward.
The back line for Livonia, Versteeg and Tremonti under tremendous pressure here. Can they weather the storm some more? They've provided some heroics, beaten once so far. It could be worse as we see a sub from the visitors. Looks like number 13 in white is coming off.
So that's Andrew Schwartz.
Schwartz off. We'll update you with who's come on in just a moment as that's rocketed up to Roca. He finally is able to get on the end of one. He's looking towards the goal. He's making a long shot. And that hits the netting behind the goal.
Sorry, apologies. Schwartz came in, so 13 came in for, oh no, he started the game here. Now I'll figure it out for you.
Marcelo Roca had his head on a swivel, saw the goalkeeper off his line, and he definitely had a chance there for a moment, but just wide from the halfway mark. That would have been a spectacular equalizer. Roca, maybe that attempt born out of frustration a little bit because his service has not been the best. That's a big push in the back.
That is.
From Diallo. He might get a yellow, but just a warning, but a free kick in advanced area for the home team.
Looks like Schwartz, looks like what happened here is Schwartz has moved up into the midfield. The left center back is the new player here. It looks like number 3 is in here at left center back for them, which is Eli Bride.
Thank you, Brooks.
You're welcome.
Livonia City eyeing up their options. They've got quite a few on the top of the 18. Right-footed service. Diallo heads it away. He's done what he's been asked to so far here in this first half. The big center back for the visitors. Murat dances out of trouble. Puts it wide to Roca. Right-footed cross is blocked. The Cedars with one more pass will get out of trouble, and that's a loose touch. Dealt with well. Able to turn with the ball and move up the right-hand side.
Salah, good ball.
Salah plays it nicely. Right winger, right-footed cross, headed away by Livonia City FC.
Good job by Rafferty to track back.
The ball still with the visitors, Cedars FC, 1-0 lead and possession.
Salah.
Nice little dance and back heel from Salah leads to a strike. But that's well over the bar, through the field goal posts.
Suni Saad with that shot. Looks like Mr. Saad has entered the game here late in the first half. Interesting. I thought maybe he wouldn't see him to the second half.
So Suni Saad, number 9, coming into the game. A player of tremendous pedigree.
Yes.
And the goal scorer actually showing a lot of razzle-dazzle himself, number 16, Mabruk Salah. That was a nice little spin. What would you call that? A roulette pass, or what do you call that? Where it's not a back heel, but you roll it backwards.
I don't know. What do you want to call it?
The Salah special.
I like it.
But that was nice, good combination. Something entertaining to watch here, but the home team won't be enjoying it.
You can see how Saad's a little different of a player, just picking up the ball, his technical ability, the way he looks and checks his shoulder. May not move like he used to, but you can see the pro game he's got in him.
Yeah, here's Salah again. He's got a number of white teammates to aim at. He combines short. That's a nice pass into the box. A number of Livonia players kicking out. No contact. No ball either. And there's a left-footed strike. That's blocked by a Livonia City defender. Turned his back, but it bounced squarely. Salah, left-footed strike. Blocked by Tremonti. It's a friendly bounce for Livonia. Try to clear that.
Gotta hold the ball.
Roca battles well, gets up with the ball. Able to squirm away. A nice little piece of skill there to get his team some breathing room, give him the ability to move up the field. If he turns the ball over there, his team is under the cosh immediately again, which they've faced a lot of the times here in the first half.
Good run by
And
Saad.
here comes Saad, facing up Tremonti. Right footer, strike. A lot of power there. It blasted
It's creative.
north of Zach Shook, but also north of the bar. That was
It's creative, though.
quite the impact.
Yep.
Yeah, Saad,
You never know.
scorer of an absolute spectacular goal last week from about 30 yards out. And he was only about 6 inches high of producing another banger here tonight. My name's Robert Kerr. I'm alongside Brooks Lambier here from Midwest Premier League action. Home opener for Livonia City FC against Cedars FC. Being presented and streamed on We Are Soccer.
Rafferty's got the ability to drive. He needs to have more confidence and go forward. Draw defenders out so he can combine going forward.
This player in the middle here, number 6 for the Cedars, is causing quite a bit of trouble. He is winning the ball and doesn't give it back. As that pass finds that right wing again. Here's Salah making a great run into the box. Collected on the byline, surveys his options. Top of the box, there's a player. Looked like there was going to be a sidewinder volley. Another chance! That right-footed striker just wide of the post. Turned into a shooting gallery here at the Hawk.
Tell you what, my man, Salah is playing like Mohamed Salah. He looks very similar to how he plays at Liverpool. Very left-footed, explosive, dynamic, whips and crosses, gets him behind.
Yeah, 21 and 16. Salah and Isa have combined really well down the right-hand side.
Yes.
And then throw Saad in the mix. And that's quite an exciting little grouping of attacking players. And that number 6 in the middle, Haroun O'Day, has been a menace these last few minutes, taking that ball away from these Livonia midfielders.
Yes. Stieg and Tremonti need to, there we go. Land chat put, he's got to play a better ball than that to
Livonia
Watkins.
sub update, Alice and Green have come on. Chapet and Morrison have come off here with about 7 minutes or so.
Coming in soon. Chatput's still out there. Next ball out. Ball from Salah.
And Salah continues to torment the Livonia City back line with just under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. 1-0 to the visitors. Since the goal, it really has been all Cedar's way. The attacking players starting to really show their creativity. It's been Salah open. Takes a left-footed corner, low driven and cleared.
It was open before, but it's a lot more open now.
Yeah, the first 15-20 minutes was a little frenetic, lots of turnovers and some quick, counterattack opportunities. But now that the game is settled and that first goal was scored, the flow is kind of going one way as the ball's chipped into the box, dealt with for the moment by Livonia. Murat gets away from a few. He gets a return ball, gets away from a challenge. Has to get back up quickly, but some good composure to maintain the ball there from Livonia. Spread to the far side.
Job by Watkins. Got to play with your left foot there, though.
And now those substitutions are going to come into play.
So Chatput's coming out, huh? So maybe they put in a left back that's going to be a little more dynamic and getting forward.
Yeah, he didn't really seem too inclined to combine with Murat, past the halfway line.
Agreed. Dribbled inside a lot, that's for sure. And it looks like we have coming off, number 12, Morrison looks like he has come out of the game, and number 8.
Jorge Ellis is on, and here is Murat. A nice ball has sprung him free. He's got 3 defenders in front of him, though. Maybe slow down and get some of his team involved, but it's come their way.
All by Rafferty. Need to look a little further.
Almost a dink to the right, almost worked out, but it's come back to Livonia. Spread to the left-hand side. Can he provide some assistance?
Yes.
He's got to go all the way back to Shook.
Yes, Rafferty on the left side now, and number 3, Tyler Green, the brother of Roddy Green, now on the right side. I think with these 2 outside backs, we'll get some more play from them going forward because they are explosive with pace.
Less than 5 minutes to go to the break. This game delayed by just over 20 minutes, so if you're tuning in now, yes, it's past 9 o'clock and we have not finished the first half yet.
If you put the kids to bed, it's not bad though, right?
Yeah, 9 o'clock bedtime, pretty solid.
Yeah.
But Cedars FC, the visitors in the white with the red details, are going from left to right. They have a 1-0 lead. This is the home opener for Livonia City FC. And the dark blue and the orange details going from right to left, looking for an equalizer before the break.
It's a good win from Versteeg.
Taglia's men just brought on a pair of subs, looking to kind of turn the tide since going a goal behind. There's been a lot of pressure on their goal. Number 10, Matt Rafferty, has kind of changed his position. He's
good ball. Roca
added a little bit more of a dynamic element to this left-hand side, but here come the Cedars.
So they're missing LSCFC. They're missing a guy that can hold the ball up.
And what a touch by Salah, but it's poked away, and he got his foot in front of Rafferty's challenge and took the contact and is staying on the ground.
You show the studs, you get the card.
Was that a yellow card?
Yes, sir.
All right, so 2 yellow cards to Livonia defenders so far. This one being issued in the 42nd minute to number 10, Rafferty, Matt Rafferty, the Madonna University star. So Salah claims another one. I think that was him in the first half, the earlier, the Tremonti yellow card. Was that Salah that was all alone on the break?
Might have been.
But these Cedars attackers causing problems to the home team's back line. We got number 10 on the ball.
Yusuf Al-Sagir. Yes.
Looks like he's
Saad stepping away from it. If Saad was on there, I would have expected a shot on the frame, honestly. He has stepped away.
Saad's lurking at the top of the box.
Not dominant in the air, so we'll see what happens.
Definitely looks like he's looking for a cross. Right-footed delivery. Curler. And the back post header was directed squarely where it looked like he probably could have put it on goal. That looked like a great service there from Al-Sagir.
Very
and here
good
comes Cedars again. And that pass square was cut out by the Livonia center back.
Not good from Tremonti.
Here's Salah driving at multiple Livonia players. Can he get on his right foot? He keeps it in, pokes it square, but only as far as Livonia player. Salah, so quick there.
Very quick change of direction there. If he has a little more of a right foot, that could have been a ball right across, and they could have found a teammate to score goal number 2.
Livonia doing well to just be 1 goal behind so far, getting put under a lot of pressure here by these Cedars attacking players. They're combining well and showing some individual ability.
I think this
Here they come again. They're going to want to get to the break without conceding again. Up the left-hand side comes Cedars. They had an open player. Runners breaking into the box. Salah was open for a moment. Issa, I think this is actually going to fall to him. I was going to say Issa was alone, and that shank ball actually blooped its way over there, but it kind of unravels in the middle of the park, and our center referee in the red shirt has blown it dead and given Livonia a bit of a breathing lifeline to catch their breath and moves up the field and see if they can't get till halftime. And the countdown clock is at 15 seconds, so I'm not sure. Are we going to be treated to a buzzer?
I don't think so. We'll get 0 then stoppage time, obviously.
As we're reaching the end of the first 45 minutes, the first home game of the season for Livonia City Football Club.
It's like 1 minute of stoppage time. I think that's what the referee held up and showed.
Was there a board, or did he just kind of hold up his finger?
Hold up the finger. Traditional style.
Here's Salah again.
Look at that change of pace. Wow.
Those first couple steps are pretty electric. But Tremonti sticks a big right boot out and tells him no. Here's Murat. We've seen a lot of the ball, but
much better from Livonia City.
Yeah, this left side seems a lot more balanced and better spacing since
it's kind of funny.
Number 10 has slided out there. Matt Rafferty's come over to this left side. They've had a little bit more work with better angles and more combining, but this one's loose in the middle.
It's interesting with Rafferty, right-footed naturally, but I know Mark Zathi's played him on the left side at Madonna, and he looks a lot more comfortable on the left side going forward.
So that is the halftime whistle here from the Hawk in Farmington Hills, Michigan for Midwest Premier League action on the We Are Soccer Network. It's the visitors who've hit the scoreline first. A goal from number 16 on the visiting squad. Mabek, Salah, our only score, but it could have been a lot more. But the home team will need to regroup if they are to get back into this game. It's 1-0 at the break. Come back more for the second half here on We Are Soccer.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injury. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What's wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
Soccer World is your #1 source for all your soccer needs. We have the largest selection of shoes with over 300 styles to choose from. Replica and authentic jerseys from all over the world, plus the latest and hottest new gear before anyone else gets it. Everything for all levels of soccer players, even coaches and referees, plus a knowledgeable staff that can help you with all your soccer needs. Soccer World for all your soccer needs. Located in Rochester Hills, Brighton, and Canton, or at soccerworldonline.com.
Tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Good side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
Weingarts has grown over the years. Really, as the customer's needs changed, we changed with their needs.
We've always believed that service goes beyond the sale, that it does not end when you buy a product. Our relationship is just beginning.
We carry top brands like Exmark, Toro, Honda, Cub Cadet, and more. See the full lineup at Weingarts.com.
From our family to yours, thank you for letting us serve you.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
years that's been around this program, so part of the lore around here. He's one of the younger faces and now one of the senior faces. Long-time Madonna goalkeeper. And this is trouble, and Tremonti has to deal with it, and it's behind him. And here comes a shot, left footed, and that's a goal.
Good goal by Sawa.
He was talking about from months ago.
Slice it away from the pair of them. Slice it away from. Slice it away from the pair of them.
So it looks like Roca went in for Jordan Witt. Looks like he came off with an injury possibly.
Here comes Cedars to the right-hand side, looking to get into the box. Low cross. Tremonti gets a foot on it. It's still in front of the goal. Poked away. Poked away. Dangerous stuff. Cedars getting into the 6-yard box, and that was just sitting there for a moment. Anyone could have gotten there. Tremonti did well to stop with his studs, and here's another opportunity. Kick save from Shook. Sliding tackle.
Hey. We got lightning delay. We got the halftime. But there is lightning just the west of it. It's not moving. It's just lightning. The west of it. And so the referees call lightning. You can hear something that's a little ways off. The trainer showed up 20 minutes later. We have, that's his life. Yeah. No stop in traffic. What is that? Didn't stop it.
Hello, Robert Kerr here on the scene at the Hawk in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We are at the end of a lengthy lightning delay. We played 45 minutes of Midwest Premier League action between Livonia City FC and Cedars FC, but it looks like we will not be able to continue. A lengthy lightning delay has led to a game cancellation. So unfortunately, myself, Robert Kerr, and Brooks Lambier next to us, alongside Point Images, are being instructed to pack it up. So we do not have a note on whether there's going to be a reschedule, so stay tuned to Midwest Premier League and Lansing City FC social media to see if there's any sort of reschedule date to this. So Robert Kerr, Brooks Lambier, Point Images, Livonia City FC, they'd like to thank their sponsors, Health Quest Physical Therapy, Livonia Athletic District, and Weinsgart's Lawn and Snow. Thank you to all the We Are Soccer sponsors, and until next time, everybody, please enjoy your soccer.
Cheers.